I'm going to be showing you how to do all the puzzles, trials, as well as the location of the Datacard in Yavin 4's Great Temple within LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga's Galaxy Freeplay. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're starting off with the first puzzle, which is called Welcome to the Great Temple, and you're going to notice it up top here, just outside on the side wall of the temple. And how you get to it is you follow the objective marker into the temple, and you're going to go up here to, I guess, the third floor, we can call it. And from there, we can get up here and just jump straight down. There's going to be some pegs on the wall to help you get back up, but it's much easier just to jump straight down onto the ledge for Welcome to the Great Temple. So next up, we're going to do the Osleonly One, I think is how you say that. So there's going to be a rebel trapped up here on this tower. And so what you got to do is destroy the nearby debris and then build a hero panel out of that debris. Switch to a hero character and do the little puzzle or hack that. And once you do that, that should lower the rebel down. You also have to push the button as well. That'll lower him down, talk to him, and then he'll throw you a Kyber Brick for the Osleonly One, I think is how you say that. No idea if I'm saying that right, but oh well. Next up, we're going to do the Massassi Exploration, I think is how you say that. A lot of weird words and Yavin 4, huh? So from here, you can just climb up this vine here on the side of the wall, and then jump over to the Kyber Brick. So very, very easy there. So next up, we're going to do the Forgotten Treasure on the bottom left corner of the map. We're going to do these ones along the outside first, and we'll make our way into the temple and go up from there. So this one's going to be a gold Lego object. Switch to a bounty hunter character to destroy that, and get the Kyber Brick inside for Forgotten Treasure. Alright, from there we're going to move up here to the top left, and this is going to be Secrets of Yavin 4. So there's going to be this temple here, this little temple statue, I guess I should say. And so the first piece is going to be just to the right, so use the Force with a Force using character to get that up into place. And from there, we're going to move over here. You'll notice there's going to be a couple other pieces nearby. We're going to go all the way to the back here, and behind this wall is going to be another piece, so we can use the Force to bring that over. Might take a couple tries to actually get it over into place because you are moving it a decent distance away. And from there, this is going to be the top piece. Now we need the second piece, and that one's going to be just over here behind this wall. This one actually took me a while to find for whatever reason, even though it's technically closer than the second one we just got. We're going to put that into place, then we can move the top one to the very top to build this pyramid statue, and from there, it'll reveal the location of the Kyber Brick for Secrets of Yavin 4. So a little tricky there. Next up, we're going to do Ruin Raider at the very north middle of the map. Pretty hard to miss. So we're going to follow down this pathway here. And this one's going to require you to use a grapple hook character like a hero or astromech. And you'll notice the Kyber Brick behind this cage. Now how do you open the cage? Well, you can jump all the way around here, and there's going to be a switch on the opposite side. Pull the switch, that'll open up the cage, getting you access to the Kyber Brick for Ruin Raider. Alright, so next up we're going to do Winging It, and this is going to be on the top right side of the map. Not the very top though, we're going to be doing that one next. There's going to be this rebel in an X-Wing, and he's going to need some help rebuilding his ship. So if you go around back, destroy some of the debris, and you'll reveal an astromech panel. So we're going to switch to an astromech droid and hack this thing open. And from there, it's going to reveal 2 silver Lego objects. So then switch over to a villain character, throw a couple grenades on those silver Lego objects. That'll give you some buildables to repair his X-Wing. He'll fly away. And then you can pick up the vehicle token for Winging It. That's going to be it for that puzzle. Next up, we're going to do the top right side of the map. This one's called Line 'em Up. And this is another one of those shooting targets within the time frame challenges. So we're going to shoot, actually we're just going to throw lightsabers at all of these targets. There's the location of all those. If you need to slow it down, feel free to do so. That'll unlock the cage for Line 'em Up. So not too hard there once you find the targets. Next up, we're going to do Abandoned Supplies. So now we're going to be moving inside the temple now. We've kind of done all the stuff on the outskirts. You're going to notice this red force field, walk away, and there's going to be this key card nearby on top of this pipe. We're then going to put it into the keyhole slot. That'll lower the force field, giving you access to Abandoned Supplies Kyber Brick there. So next up, we're going to do Spare Parts on the left side of the bottom floor of the map. And there's just going to be a silver Lego object in the middle here behind some random objects here. Destroy that with the villain character to get the Kyber Brick for Spare Parts. Alright, next one. This is probably one of the easiest Kyber Bricks in the entire game. This one's called Amidst the Junk. Or Amidst the Junk, I guess. So there it is. It's all you have to do is jump over to it behind some debris. You don't need any special character. Very, very easy. They're definitely one of the easiest. Next up, we're going to do Pivot Practice. Now, this is going to be on the second floor. You're going to notice a cage with a Kyber Brick inside. And yet again, this is going to be another one of these. Shoot 4 targets within the time limit. And there's the location of all 4 targets. Shoot all those. And get the Kyber Brick for Pivot Practice. Alright, so next up we're going to do Lights Out, and once again this is going to be on the next floor up, so we're moving up a little bit. We're going to go up these steps, and there is going to be your Kyber Brick, so you can pretty much use any character to get this. Just grab onto the ledge and get the Kyber Brick for Lights Out. And speaking of lights, next up we're going to do Lost Power, and so this one's going to be on that 3rd level. You're going to notice a what you would call it, a cage with a power socket next to it, and there's going to be a battery right up here on this ledge. We're going to put the battery into place. That'll open up the cage for Lost Power. So not too hard once you find the location of that battery. Next up, we're going to do Great Temple Navigator. So this is going to be on the north side of the map. We're going to move up the ladders here, or up the stairs, I should say. And we're going to cut off the stairs. Actually, we're not going to go all the way up. We're just going to jump off of them right there and jump down into the middle of this gap for Great Temple Navigator. So again, you don't need any special characters for that one either. Next up, we're going to go inside one of these doors for Yavin, a movie night. Having a movie night, Yavin, a movie night, however you want to say it. So it's going to be this door. You're going to need to unlock it with a hero character. So make sure you've got one of those. Hack open the hero panel, unlock the door, and inside there's going to be a gold Lego object. And so we're going to need to switch to a bounty hunter character to destroy that. And unfortunately here I did not have one in my character select, so I had to pull one up here. And then we're going to want to switch to a protocol droid to go through this little hatch, pull down the switch, and that should then unlock the Kyber Brick. You're going to see a little movie here about the Death Star plans. And from there it'll unlock the secret doorway to Yavin, a movie night's Kyber Brick there, so not too tricky. Next up, we're going to do the one on the far left here. This one is going to be called Keeping the Secret, and so this is going to be another one of these trials, so I definitely recommend switching to a blaster character like a hero, and we're just going to have to shoot a whole bunch of probe droids within the time frame, and you have to shoot the targets to score points. So once you get to 1200 points, that'll give you the gold rating, which will then give you the Kyber Brick once the time limit runs out. But you do just have to wait for the time limit to go all the way down. And look at this, I was able to almost triple the score that was required. So yeah, it's not too hard. That'll give you the gold rank for Keeping the Secret. So next up, we're going to do Stair Wars. So this one's going to require you to go to almost the very top of the temple. There's going to be the switches on the stairs, and you have to hit them within the time frame. So just keep jumping down on top of them. That'll then unlock the cage for Stair Wars' Kyber Brick there. Stair Wars, did I really just say that? But I guess that's kind of accurate to the name of that puzzle. Anyway, next up we're going to do Great Temple Traversal. So this is another one of these where you have to jump off these stairs, and you're going to notice a scavenger's net launcher location here. So shoot some nets on that with the scavenger character to get the Kyber Brick for Great Temple Traversal. Next up we're going to do Doorway Delights. So this one's going to be on the outside of the temple, again on that 3rd level. And so there's going to be some nearby blocks that you can use the Force on with a Force using character like a Jedi. Stack a couple of them on top of each other, jump on top to reach the Kyber Brick for Doorway Delights. Next up, we're going to do Color Me Rebellious. So this one's going to be in the middle of the map on that same level. So you're going to have a little bit of a puzzle here. Now this one's kind of tricky if you don't know what you're doing, but if you do know what you're doing, it's really easy. So all you have to do is step on the 4 corners one time, not too hard. And once you do that, just step on the middle. And once you do that, that'll solve the puzzle, giving you access to the Kyber Brick for Color Me Rebellious. So if you just follow that, you shouldn't have too much trouble with that one. Next up, we're going to do Over the Wires. We're going to go inside one of these rooms here on the outskirts. So here we go. This door's just unlocked for you. And so there's going to be some wires hanging from the ceiling. All you have to do is swing across these. You might have to get some momentum to reach each one, and from there you can get the Kyber Brick for Over the Wires. So next up, we're going to do Great Minds. This is going to be on another door on the right side of the map in the communications chamber, I guess it's called. Again, this door is just unlocked. Anybody can walk in. And this one is going to require you to use some Jedi mind tricks to get some of these NPC characters to hold down some switches. So there's going to be 4 switches that need to be held down all at the same time in order to get this Kyber Brick. So we're going to use the nearby blocks to build up a passage for these NPC characters to reach. And from there, we should be able to get this Kyber Brick. Now, a lot of these NPCs actually have grapple hooks, so you don't even need to, use blocks to help them reach you. They can just grapple straight up. Once you hold on all 4 switches, though, you'll get the Kyber Brick for Great Minds. So next up, we're going to go over here to the bottom left side of the map for the Ordu Aspectu, I guess is how you say that. So this door is going to be locked. You'll have to unlock it with an astromech droid, which shouldn't be too hard. Now, once you get inside, this one is a little bit tricky. So you're going to find some puzzle pieces in the area. So we're going to use the force on these puzzle pieces to put them on the wall to kind of complete the puzzle, because this is going to be sort of our key to solving this puzzle. So once we find all of the puzzle pieces, some of them are going to be on the wall behind cobwebs. And there we go. So basically those yellow lights on that picture are going to be the key. So there's going to be some crystals in this room. I guess they're like Kyber crystals, who knows. But you're pretty much going to want to put them, place them in the lit up, if you look on the wall, there's going to be some stuff lit up, and that's going to be where you're going to want to place your crystals. So it corresponds, the stuff on the ground corresponds to that picture on the wall, if that makes sense. Again, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I can clarify, but if you follow along what I did just there, you should be just fine. You'll get the Kyber Brick for the Ordu Aspectu. Alright, next up, we're going to go into the middle for this vehicle token. This one's called Planetary Alignment. So this one is going to require you to push these different screens into place, like so. And this is going to be pretty much your key to this puzzle. So what it shows on that screen is going to be what you want the middle hologram to look like. And so you have to play around with this a little bit. I'm just kind of fooling around, pushing different buttons, and eventually I was able to get it to match the screen in the middle. And then you get the vehicle token for Planetary Alignment. You could rewind it there to see exactly what I do. But that one might take you a few minutes, but it's not too tricky. Just kind of focus on what you're doing, and you should be good to go. So next up, we're going to do Great Temple Timer. This is going to be on the roof of the temple. Fall down, and you're going to have to use the force on this block to push all of these switches along the walls. And once you do that, within the time limit, that'll unlock the Kyber Brick for Great Temple Timer. So next up, we're going to do Ceremonious Carvings. Again, moving up to the top of the temple, there's going to be some targets, and you pretty much just have to shoot them in the correct order, like I just did there. If you just follow that order, you should be good to go for Ceremonious Carvings. Almost done here, guys. Next up, we're going to do Atop the Great Temple, and as the puzzle name suggests, we have to go to the very top of the temple. So we're going to grapple up here with the grapple character. And, it's really not too hard. You're just basically just doing a bunch of climbing, pushing the A button a whole bunch of times. Now, this part can be a little bit tricky. But if you wait here, you'll see some platforms moving out of the side of the wall, so that kind of signals you where to go. There's going to be some more over here. Just make sure you don't fall down, or else you have to climb all the way back up. Go across there and continue to grapple up. Again, I recommend playing as like a hero character. They're probably the best at doing this just because they have the grapple hook. And once you reach the top, you'll get the Kyber Brick for Atop the Great Temple. And from there, we're going to do Lookout Below. So this is going to be on the roof just below where we were before. Switch to a scavenger character and use their glider ability to glide off this ramp for the Kyber Brick for Lookout Below. Again, if you don't have these abilities unlocked, that means you need to play through episodes 6 or 7. And last but not least, we can't forget the Datacard for the Great Temple. This is going to be on the bottom floor in the middle of the temple. You'll notice it up here on this middle platform. There's going to be a grapple hook location, so switch to a hero character to get up there and get that data card. So that's going to be all of the puzzles, all of the trials, and the location of the data card within Yavin 4's Great Temple. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or concerns. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if not, subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.